warning. If you haven't watched the show that we are discussing today and want to avoid spoilers, stop right there. Go binge and come on back. If you have or don't mind spoilers, sit back with your favorite drink and enjoy. Are you recording already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hi. Hola, amigos.
How you doing?
I am well, thank you. How are you?
Good. Let me lead you today. Yeah?
Sexy.
Thanks. How's my hair?
Sexy.
I know you don't like it.
No, I don't.
You're such a hater.
Hateration. I don't know the actual words to the song.
You're
So.
funny. Hope everyone's doing well.
Woo! Welcome back.
Welcome back to another episode of Coffee and Dramas with your hosts that don't really do much but sit here
And talk.
and talk about nonsense.
Isn't that what all podcast people do?
Is it?
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
guess so.
sure.
That's true. So I guess we're cool then.
What else are you supposed to do on a podcast?
I don't know. That's why you ask people that, you know. Anyways, I haven't posted anything all week, really. I posted on Monday.
Horrible
Tuesday.
social media manager.
Yeah, you are. You're supposed to do it.
I have reasons.
Anyways, I've been doing it, trying to anyways, and I just suck at it, but you know.
He refuses to what's it called, schedule his posts. But you know,
It's
whatever.
You know what? No one asked you.
Anyways.
You know what? No one asked you.
On today's episode,
Today we are talking about
Bride of the Water God.
Bride of Habek. So Bride of the Water God.
Was it originally like the
Yeah,
book?
remember the manhwa, the manga that you bought?
Yeah, the Korean manga.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that book.
Yeah,
I
it's really
have it.
good.
I have two, I think.
It's supposed to be like the modern version of that one. So it takes like the same characters but put it in like modern day kind of thing.
That
so
makes
it's,
sense.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure in the Bride of the Water God,
I think it's old school.
Yeah.
Like
Joseon period kind of thing.
I was going to say Victorian, but I'm like, they didn't have Victorian period.
No. Yeah, so Bride of the Water God, it's pretty much the god of water who becomes the water god who's supposed to become the god of gods. Yeah. Right? The king of gods, sorry.
Why the water god? Why not like the god of fire? Because usually like the fire god is
it's from their explanation, it's the one there's always the prophesized or like the chosen one that's born, and it just so happens to be the water god at that point.
Oh, okay.
And so he's supposed to be the king of gods, and he needs to go through trials before he can become the actual king before his coronation.
Which makes sense.
Right.
All kings should go through some type of trial.
Right. And this one's interesting. We'll touch on that too.
Yeah.
So this was Nam Joo-hyuk, who, if you know, he's in Weightlifting Fairy, Kim Bok-joo, and Startup. Two of the ones that you wouldn't know him in, but he's also in Who Are You, School 2015, and
yeah, but you don't like those ones.
I don't mind the school series, but I don't really watch them. Like even the one with Lee Jong-suk and Kim Woo-bin, they were in School 2013. I didn't watch that. That's like kinda. That's not even our era. That's like years after. That's like a few years after us. But like
what is it compared to like an American show?
It's kids in high school is what it is. But it's like the American high school shows are sex and drugs and
rock and roll
or in this case and nowadays trap music. But there it's more like romance, but you know, bromance as well, and friendships and like personal issues too. They touch on that. It's a lot of it is like that. It's like what you go through in high school, not just like you trying to screw the next girl over. And then anyway, so yeah, Nam Joo-hyuk, and then my all-time favorite, my number one, after my wife, Shin Se-kyung. Essentially,
You got in trouble for saying that from one of your sisters. It's good they don't listen to this.
I know, right? I love my wife. Don't worry, guys. I love my wife.
The reason he likes her so much is because we actually have the same birthday, same year. So we're the same type of person, and she acts well. So it's like it's all in one, you know?
That's not the reason why.
It is the reason. That's my reasoning.
Okay, that's your reason. Oh, that's fine. Anyways, and then you have Lim Ju Hwan, who plays the evil guy, who's always the evil guy. He's such a amazing actor, and I
essentially just typecast, right? As the evil
almost,
person.
and that's why like this show is kind of interesting because he goes. You think he's evil, but there's a whole like, and that's what I want to talk about is actually more of his character than anybody else's. But yeah, so he's amazing. He's in. Oh my god.
Let's Fight Ghost?
No. He's in the other one with Oh My Ghost.
Oh my Ghost.
Oh My
sorry.
Ghost. He was in Oh My Ghost as the evil murderer. And you have Crystal.
Actually, Let's Fight Ghost. Oh my Ghost, same thing.
No, Let's Fight Ghost is Taekyeon.
Yeah.
And then Oh My Ghost is with Park Bo Young, where she's the
Who's
chef.
the evil guy in Oh My Ghost?
And Oh My Ghost is it's another guy.
They look the same.
No, they don't. They look. Oh, here. Okay. I have it up here for you. So that's.
Okay.
He's from Oh My Ghost.
Yeah.
Right. He's the husband of the chef's sister. He's the cop.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you have Kwan Yul. If I can, Kwan Yul. And then you have here from Let's Fight
They look
Ghost.
similar though.
It's similar, but not. He looks more like he could be.
A serial killer?
That's why he's cast as a fucking killer. Anyways.
Yo, are they brothers?
No, not even close.
So bad.
Anyways,
I honestly thought they were the same. That's like the only person that I can't tell the difference. That's really bad.
no, you could tell the difference if you saw them on. If you actually were watching the show,
I
and
do
pay
watch the
attention,
show.
you would actually know which one's which.
What are you saying? I don't pay attention to shows I watch.
So we also have Crystal from FX, Crystal
Crystal.
Jung. She's awesome. She plays a goddess.
I'm pretty sure they did her and her group because they're the ones with the
What's her
the one.
what's her name?
I don't know what her name is.
Because there's Crystal, there's Victoria, there's
I think it's the one that.
no. Victoria's song was she's Chinese, and she was in a show I watched.
There's one that wears more male.
Yeah.
That's her group, right?
Yeah.
So they actually did a skit for I don't remember which show with Anna Kendrick.
Yeah. I remember that.
It was funny, but it's so funny because like she's what American, right?
Yeah.
And like they always have a thick Korean accent. I'm like, wait, how?
Crystal's American. She's born in Cali.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, it's killing me right now. Her name, and I know her name. Amber.
Yeah, Amber.
Wow. That's right. I was about to search it too, and it just popped up. Amber, she's American too.
Yeah.
And when she left FX, she went back to the States, right? Because of, she's
American?
She's American.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to mess this up.
I think she's
She's
female
she's
transition to
trans.
male.
Right.
I think.
But I don't know.
Please don't hate us.
I can't remember. But yeah, so she is, I think she's gender fluid or non-binary.
Oh, okay.
Yo, someone needs to correct me on this, please, and thank you. Yeah, so that's so Crystal's part of that group, and then you have Gong Myung. He is, I think he's from a group. Oh yeah, he's from Surprise, but I don't listen to. Yeah, they're not that big.
Oh. But he's cute.
He's cute. I hated him in the show, but he's
Yeah.
cute. He was an asshole, right?
that's his
They're all assholes in this show. And you have like a great side cast, like Nam Suri, his servant, and
I
then
like
her
him.
best friend who was useless, and then you had Bae Nuri who plays Shinjaya,
The heiress or whatever.
yeah, like the actual granddaughter to,
Yeah.
to the Harabuji, and then so like great side cast too.
Mm-hmm.
I liked her, and she was in another couple shows that I watched, and she was great. She was in that really poorly done
great
Drama
opening.
World,
Oh yeah.
the one we couldn't finish.
Oh.
But she was
No.
the girl in that. She was like the main love interest in the
Yeah.
show that she's trying to save but keeps fucking up
show was
somehow.
horrible.
Anyways, let's not talk about that show. Let's
It
move
was
on.
horrible.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Very cheesy.
it was. My opinion was terrible because this so-called friggin' K-drama expert, she's like
Didn't know
anything.
Yeah.
Didn't know what she was doing. It's like, yo, you watch so much of this and you still fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Yo. Don't get me
Okay,
started.
anyways.
So back to the Bride of the Water God. So this show is awesome,
Yeah.
obviously, and I watched it 10 times.
Yeah.
And I don't think you've actually watched it from start to finish because you'd always watch it when I'm watching it.
I think I've seen enough of it to I
Yeah.
understand the gist of it.
Yeah. And so the show, one of the main like emphasis on this show that really got to me was the concept of evil. And sorry, before I continue with that, remember these are gods, right?
Yeah.
So you have the sky god, which is Biram, which is the guy with the white hair, and then you have Crystal, who plays a water goddess, right? And then you have Nam Joo Hyuk's character Habek, who's the water god, right? And remember that everything, like all this takes place in like a lot of like the backstory takes place in the land of the gods.
Yeah.
Right? So when you have Im Joo Hyun's character, his name's Hue. So when you have him, so he's a god. He's a demigod. Okay?
Still very powerful beings.
Well, he is. That's the thing. So he was. They talked about him briefly at the beginning, how he could be more powerful than Habek, and they didn't believe that, right? Because they were like, "Oh, you're full of shit," kind of thing. But so the concept of evil in the show kind of shows you how it's what it's not that the character like he's evil. It's that the prejudice that it's their prejudice that creates his image of evil. You know what I mean?
sense.
So technical difficulties.
Please wait.
Anyways, okay, let's get back to this fucking shit.
Shit.
Okay, so the concept of evil,
Yeah.
okay, and the show is really interesting because the way that this character is only evil because of the prejudice of the other gods.
Yeah.
Right? And the reason why there's so much they think that he's evil and there's hate from this character is because he was locked away by his father in a cave and no one there to like teach him right and wrong and all that shit, right? And there's just so much hate. And so
It's like Dexter. If you just teach him how to use his powers for good.
I didn't know Dexter had powers.
Well,
He's just
evil, murderous powers.
so when he grows up and he tries to when he leaves right the world of the gods,
Yeah.
and he
How does he get free?
I remember correctly, I can't even remember. I actually can't remember. He ends up getting free, ends up leaving, and
What
then
TV show fan are you? Ridiculous.
Okay, guys, that's a wrap for today. We're done. Apparently, I don't know anything. Oh my god. Anyway, so there's her what's it called? Sua. So Shinsei Kyung's character Sua. Her dad ends up finding him.
Okay.
Shows him an act of kindness.
Yeah.
And so he kind of tries to replicate that as he, you know what I mean? Like replicates human emotion kind of thing. He doesn't like you see it throughout the show where he's trying to learn like what's funny and what's not. That's why he's always trying to make jokes, but they're not funny. And they're really like flat.
At least he tries.
But she's trying. That's it. He's trying.
And he really liked her too.
Oh yeah, of course. Like someone who's nice, right?
Yeah.
Everybody else is an asshole that he knows, right? Like the grandfather is an asshole, a greedy bastard.
Yeah. But it's like, it kind of sucks though. It kind of just puts on like that not the narrative, but like the whole stereotypical guy finally meets a nice girl, falls in love with her.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
When it's like sometimes it's not the person you should be with.
Yeah, I get that. And I think he was just a little late because
she met the other guy
already
first.
Yeah, she already she didn't fall in love with him yet, but that her attention was all on him.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So it's kind of hard to beat, right? But yeah, so they keep saying, oh, he's evil, he's bad, and the fact is he's not. The only reason, one of the reasons they think he's bad too is because he can manipulate fire.
Yeah,
right?
But like during the show, he doesn't necessarily do anything super evil.
No, he doesn't.
Like,
he doesn't. He just sometimes you think sometimes you think he might be, but just because of certain things that they do to him.
Yeah.
Right.
Excuse me.
And that's like.
That's not fair though, because anyone's going to be evil if you're going to be an asshole to them. Mm-hmm. Like if you're going to be an asshole to me, I'm going to be an asshole to you.
Yeah, and Biram, the sky god, hates him because he ended up killing. You know remember his like I don't know if you remember, the sky god always had his like his like servant or his like right hand.
Yeah.
He had a twin brother.
Yeah.
And Hue kills him when he was younger.
Yeah.
But not on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why is that they came in, all three of them came in, and the woman that screws over Habek wasn't actually her fault. Was there.
Yeah.
Okay. And they thought they were going to go grab her, and so she's been sitting in the cave with this kid for a while. So the kid got protective, and just
which is understandable.
Killed him by accident. You know what I mean? Just like out of like, protective anger nature. You know what I mean?
Sucks that someone died, but like, what do you expect from a kid that doesn't really know how to?
Yeah, exactly. And why are you trying to be forceful here? Right?
Yeah.
This is not the smartest thing to do.
No.
So, so that's like it's their prejudice. It's their mindset where it's like, oh yeah, he's evil. He's evil because he's an abomination. Because he manipulates fire. He's not like all the other guys. Because he's like a half god. He's a demigod. Because apparently his mother was human and his dad was a god. Apparently he's bad. He's evil. He's evil. He's not supposed to be one of them and whatnot. So Crystal, the goddess, and then Biram, the sky god, are both always kind of like Crystal, not so much, but more of the sky god, and he's always like that. And it's like he's just an asshole in general.
Yeah.
But he's worse off to Hue.
Yeah.
And it's like you're depicting this person as evil, not for any other reason but your own selfish reasons. Right?
Yeah.
Like, and I get it that like he killed someone that
Yeah.
But remember you attacked first. And remember there's shit so the sky god this is literally karma. Okay? So the sky god, the reason why Shinsei Kyung's character is the servant of the gods and her family for generations has been was because Habek thousands of years ago liked a human woman.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Crystal, the goddess, didn't like that. So the sky god, because he's in love with Crystal, decides to go and screw with the family of the family of the humans.
Yeah.
And he makes it as if they were the ones that attacked the gods or like angered the gods. So then the gods were like, oh yeah, you're the sinner here. You're the one that fucked up.
Yeah.
Even though it was the sky god that did everything.
You ever notice like with gods, like so we've read a series that is technically based around gods, like the Greek gods and goddesses, okay?
Yeah.
Do you ever realize that they hate humans?
Yeah.
But like their whole job is kind of like, not their whole job, but like they're like technically they're on Earth, or they exist to protect humans.
Yeah. And
it's like, why do you? It's just funny.
Yeah, it doesn't make any. It doesn't. It. If you really hate humans that much, just annihilate them and get it over with.
Well,
if
yeah.
that's like your whole like
Ptolemy wanted to do in the books.
like if you hate them so much, just get it over with and then go on with your day. Like I don't understand like.
And then
what's the issues here.
Then just make more gods to like.
Exactly.
Populate the god realm.
You don't want humans, make more gods, make more demons, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Right?
It's funny.
And that actually goes on to the next point is why Habak comes to the human realm, and it's to learn. He has to gather the 3 stones from the 3 gods that are there, and then they have to give it to him, and then he has to learn a lesson, and he can go back.
Yeah.
And becomes king.
Which is kind of cool because we all know, like, anytime shows you have to learn a lesson, it's gonna be, you're gonna have a lot of twists and turns and
exactly
and burials and stuff.
You cannot be king of gods and the god of humans if you cannot understand the people you are protecting, the people who serve you, kind of thing.
I wish higher ups in this world.
Yeah, they don't get started with that shit. Don't start. So he needs to learn what it is to be human before he can become the king, right? Yeah. And like he learns it, he falls in love again with a human, right? And
I think the shitty thing for him falling in love with a human is like you can't bring her back with you.
I mean, why not? He's a god. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Because she probably wouldn't be able to handle it. Like,
probably not.
Sometimes it's like your cells don't.
So she did another. Remember Black Knight,
Yeah.
where he like becomes immortal.
Oh, I like that show. We should rewatch that actually.
Remember? Yeah. Okay. Remember it's like the same situation because he becomes immortal and he just stays with her until she's old and dies. Right?
Yeah.
This is like literally the same situation because he's a god and he's immortal. So
she has a type, eh?
Apparently. But she does fantasy stuff, right? She does more fantasy, which is.
I feel like I would do more fantasy.
I think so too. Yeah. It's a lot more interesting.
Yeah, because you can kind of like, because a lot of it's like based on actual god facts, but then a lot of it's the writer taking their own creativity into it. So it's kind of cool to see where they go with it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what's awesome, especially at writing fantasy. Is you put your twist on whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly.
And no one can say shit.
Yeah.
Like regardless if anybody tells you as a writer, oh, this doesn't make sense. Don't give a fuck. Like just keep doing what you're doing. Like it doesn't matter if you're writing about fucking the spider god, the African spider god.
Ew, no.
Okay, it's not like
I
that.
know,
okay?
I know.
Stop.
But,
anyways, and then you decide to take it into a different way, where you're basing it on this. It's fine. Like as long as you're not disrespecting the mythology of it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You can always create. Don't do stupid shit like Twilight where you just make vampires sparkly for God knows what reason you did that. And like in that fucking movie, apparently he's going to expose himself to the world that he's sparkly. Dude, you don't even establish in the fucking movie or in the I didn't read the books. I couldn't read the books. I started reading the books and it was actually trash. Anyways, you don't even establish if humans in the world know if vampires are sparkly or not. So if you walking out and exposing yourself to the world that you're sparkly, they're just gonna think you're an idiot that dumped glitter on himself.
If I was a vampire, I would just wear glitter all the time in that type of world.
But
Why
it
not?
doesn't make sense. Like,
No, it doesn't make sense.
None of it. Anyway. Okay. So back
But
to
can I just add some? So there's a guy. I don't know if he's on TikTok or Instagram. One of the feeds. He actually makes fun of the movies, and Kristen Stewart and her reactions and all of that.
Actress ever.
And like he'll reenact some of the things, and she'll be like reading a book, and she'll be asked a question in the thing, and she'll just shrug really uncomfortably.
Yeah.
And then he just reenacts it, and it's so well done.
Yeah. Okay.
So good.
She's terrible. Terrible. Fucking bitch. Anyways, back to the show.
I feel like we had a nerve.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think like the only good scene of that entire movie series was the wedding.
Even that was shit. Anyways, can we get back
to it was
to
just
like?
so whimsical.
Can we not?
Anyways. Asshole.
Whatever. I didn't watch those movies because I wanted to. I was forced to watch those movies.
With Kardak?
And
please tell me it was with Kardak because that'd be amazing.
The first movie was an ex-girlfriend, but I was in script writing at that point, and I was watching the movie.
Really, they show you those movies?
No. Like she made me watch it like at her house, but I was like I literally in school for script writing at this point. Yeah. So we're sitting down watching the movie. I'm like, this is trash. This is so terribly done.
Wasn't it just because she wanted, like, didn't she write the scripts for the movie?
I think.
And like it
somebody else. I think. I don't remember. She ends up writing the scripts at one point or putting input. I don't even fucking. I don't even know. Let's not go there. I feel like I'll anger some fucking Twilight.
I feel like people who like Twilight know that the movies are not that good, but they still like it.
Anyways. There's something wrong there. Anyway, so what were we saying? Oh yeah. So he learns to be a god by going to the human realm.
Yeah.
So when he's trying to get the friggin' stones,
yeah,
they're all fucking assholes about it.
Well, yeah.
And it's like, I don't have the stone. Oh, you gotta get the stone from Mura, and then I'll give you the stone. And then Biram's like, and then Mura's like, oh, get it from Biram, and then I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
And it's like, bitch, just say you don't have it. Either of you, just say you don't have it, and that you're looking for it. That's all you have to do. Start with that. Don't fucking put them on like a, just because you guys are fucking children, like literally children. Like they talk about how they insult like humans all the time in the show, like the gods, and it's like you're worse.
Well, yeah, because they can do whatever they want, right?
Yeah, and that's like you're worse. You're a bunch of losers. I'm sorry. Like, come on, like have some fucking respect.
Mean.
I was just like Biram, the Sky God, really pissed me off in the show. Like he's a great actor, and I really like him, but I fucking hated his character because he was just jealous the entire time. He was just jealous for the fact that Mura was always always wanted to be with Hebek, and then Mura hated Hebek because he liked Sua, and it's like, yo, just stop.
I feel like in all these god shows that you watch or like immortal shows that you watch, you tend to see people fall in love or like someone for longer periods of time.
Yeah.
And it's like in the human realm, maybe because we don't live as long, you kind of have to get over it faster.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I'm like,
What are you doing?
I'm just making sure it's still recording. which it is. Holy crap. I wish I didn't do that. Okay. Yeah, they do, and it's interesting because like American television, it's like you have like 10 seasons of a show, and every season it's a new fucking love interest.
Yeah. Well, look at Elite. Like I'm watching Elite right now. It's like a non-Korean show.
Again, a Spanish show. Again, all they do is just all about sex and drugs.
Rock and roll. But like every season, each character has a new love interest, which is fine. But it's like you can't. I feel like with that, you don't really get to build.
No, you don't. You don't. There's no. You don't get to see the character develop with this person, like through this person, because like let's be honest here, no matter how short your relationship is, you build character, you grow as a person through each relationship that you have, especially with not just like a significant other, but like friends and shit like that, right? So shows like that, you're not getting enough growth,
relationship development.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is fine. Like you're watching these shows that are like 12 episodes long, and you're just kind of.
Well, I mean, like you're watching it, and like I watch it with you, and it's like in 16 episodes of a Korean drama, you see a character grow, develop, and like realize the type of person it needs to be. Why don't you're like 4 seasons in, and then they're all the same from season 1 to now. None of them have changed.
No, they're
all doing the same shit. They're all acting and reacting the same ways to every situation, and nothing's actually changed. Like, come on, why is someone dying in every season? Like, did you guys not learn the first time? Don't kill somebody. Like, come on, guys.
But like. Yeah. Anyways,
like
back to the actual show.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways.
I could rant for that show for a while. So I do like Elite. It's a good show.
Oh yeah, I'm not hating.
It's funny.
It's not my cup of tea.
No,
right? It's not.
It's very much my cup of tea. Though.
Yeah, every other scene is a sex scene. That's the like.
Well, yeah, that's how you keep people entertained.
Apparently,
right?
I don't. Like, if I want to watch sex scenes, I'll watch porn instead. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't really care for it. It doesn't really.
Your sisters here, then.
It doesn't even. They know. They know.
So funny.
That's why when I first started watching K-dramas, or like even like Japanese dramas, because it's not like the first scene is not a sex scene. You know what I mean? Like
you get 20 episodes in, and their first kiss is the 20th episode, and you're like, oh my god. Right?
Whereas like you watch American television or like mostly other television, it's like, oh yeah, like 20 minutes in, he's already making out with somebody. Okay, this is not fun. Okay, next. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my opinion.
Anyways. Yeah. I like the lessons that they learn in these shows, like in Bride of the Water God. I like the lessons that he learns. He learns to like love humans and see like all the good qualities of them, and also like obviously you're going to see the bad qualities, but you're going to see the good qualities. But like you see, like she tries to show him all the good things and like teach him about it.
Yeah.
And he wants to learn. He wants to learn from her. And like, I love his little sidekick because he's honestly, I think
he's so awesome.
He's honestly one of the best characters in the entire show.
Yeah.
Because he's just great. He like adapts really well. And I don't know why he's wearing a sailor's uniform, but it's cute.
Oh, because his job is the
sail. Yeah.
He takes people on the paddleboat rides.
And like he does everything for his god, and it's as a god, that's what you want as like a person, and it's funny, right?
Like he kind of treats him as like his servant, but he also treats him as a friend.
Which if you're going to be with them for hundreds and hundreds of years, it ends up being that way, right?
Yeah,
it's your closest acquaintance and confidant. And, like, you learn to, like, what you can say to them is usually more than what you can say to other people.
Yeah, yeah. So. And I found, like, his character, even as a god and being arrogant at the beginning, he was still better than her friend.
the chick?
Yomi, yeah, the medium.
She was so like wrapped up in her own fucking world that it's like she didn't have time.
Like your friend's like having a fucking like midlife crisis, not midlife crisis, but like a crisis, and you're just like doing yoga. Yeah, I'm busy. Okay, bye.
And like that's not to say that you always have to like. Obviously, you want to try and be there for your friend as much as you can. And if they're a super needy friend, sometimes it's harder, which is it's understandable. But like. She was honestly going through a lot, and you're just like ignoring her.
Yeah, and I'm just like, come on. And she's apparently a medium, and she sees these visions, but like you couldn't tell who's a god and who's not.
Yeah,
like
some people don't have that function, you know.
But if you're a medium, you have that sensitivity.
Yeah,
you'd be like, there's something like
there's something with that person.
Yeah,
you know?
and not just be like, oh, he's crazy.
I wish I was medium. Maybe one day.
But anyways, yeah.
I've always wanted to talk to people.
You can talk to me.
I meant like on the other side. Yes, I believe in it. God. I'm saying it to these people, not you. I'm
sure they believe in it too. At this point, they know who we are.
Sure.
If they've been listening as long as they have been to all our fans
loyal
on
fans.
Spotify and the handful on YouTube. Thanks for the support.
Woohoo!
Appreciate it. Thanks for coming back every week.
Yeah.
Even though sometimes we're boring, but it's okay.
I don't think we're boring.
I mean, like when I was when you weren't here that 1 week.
2 episodes?
One
episode.
Yeah. It was really boring. I don't know why. I felt that was boring.
He doesn't know how to talk to himself.
Because everything goes on in my head. Everything goes on in my head. So like, I can't, yeah, I just...
Have you ever never just like started like doing something and you're just talking to yourself out loud?
No. No. Yeah. Yes and no. Like...
Is it crazy that I can legitimately have conversations with myself?
I have
and like
conversations
not just
with myself,
not just like, oh, what do you think of this? I respond.
Yes. No, I know.
And
I know.
out loud.
And it's worse for me when I'm writing because there's 1,010,000 characters and it's just like, just shut up for a second. Right? Like when I was writing My Brother's Boss. There's one character, she was a reporter, and she was like interviewing the guy. So after the interview, she was trying to like hit on him, and she just kept talking and talking and talking. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, holy fuck, oh my god, okay. I got to the point where I just went, shut the fuck up.
You know what's actually really funny? So I follow one of like our authors. I don't know, like Rebecca Aviard. And Victoria. Wow, sorry guys.
Where did Rebecca come from?
Wow. I follow her on TikTok, and she actually has. I'm not a writer, so I don't know. This somewhat the same process as you. So she'll be like, sometimes the characters just don't shut up, and you're like, I need to move on to the next scene, and she's like, I don't know how to move on, and I'm like, oh my god, this is Mike.
Yeah.
Oh shit, this is creepy.
Her new book has like 30 fucking characters in it.
Yeah, I don't know how she does it.
She's probably like driving herself insane writing this
Most
shit.
likely.
She's like, okay, he's saying this, and it's like, oh, okay, yo, this guy talks too much. Oh my god, stop it. Shut up. Just shut up.
Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah, wow.
Anyways.
Tangent and a half.
That's fine.
So Bride of the Water God.
Let's get back to the show.
It's a really good show. And it really shows, so it shows a lot of things, right? So it shows like, first of all, respect others.
Yeah.
One thing. Okay.
Respect elders.
Even though they look younger.
Yeah.
Don't judge others by a perceived image that someone else gives you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they kept judging him. They kept judging Hue.
Yeah.
Because they kept saying, "Oh, he's evil. Like the fire is bad. He's a half god, so he's evil."
So technically, his father was a fire god.
I guess no. I think it was the combination of the human blood and the god blood that created that, because there were the high priest he said at the end, he's like, he's like, you need to teach me how to master fire, because I guess there is no fire god. There's the sky god, water god, and earth god. And I guess, and he's like now the new at the end.
He's the fire god.
At the end. So
can you make a demigod into a god?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because he has human blood.
Okay.
Right. So technically, you have the human god.
What if you transfuse him with god blood?
What do you mean? How do you do that?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Go get dialysis.
Good show. I love the show. I watch it 1,010,000 times.
Yeah, I like it. I think I watched like the first few episodes, and then I've just seen the rest in passing.
Yeah, because I know you watched. I know you watched the first few episodes, and then like the mid part in passing, and then I'm pretty sure we watched. I watched like the last 2 or 3, 15, and 16. I think we watched.
Yeah, together.
And I love Shinsei Kyung, so I watch all her shows. There's one show I didn't watch. I started but didn't continue. Was The Girl Who Sees Smells. It's an interesting concept. She wakes up.
It's a thing, actually. I'm pretty sure.
I know people who see sounds. I've heard of people who see sounds.
You can see smells though.
Yeah, so she sees smells, and
has
she
to be
like
something in your brain that you can rewire.
Yeah. So I started that, but I never got to like really get into it. I'm not a so the guy in it is oh my god, he was in Alice. You know the show Alice? Yeah. So he was the guy in that show. So I'm not a huge fan of his because he's very like he's very stoic.
Oh, okay.
Like he has no real expression.
Kind of like what's his face from Doom. What's his name?
Song-gu? Oh no, the other guy.
Yeah, the other guy. He can be very stoic at times.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's why like he's if you watch, you should watch High School, King of High School, and he shows not King of High School. Sweet Stranger in Me. Sweet Stranger in Me. And he's really good in that because he's a lot different than his character in the show.
He's a great character. Like, don't get me wrong, but he can like he could just literally just stand there and not move his face.
I think that's from his modeling days because he was like a successful model before he became an
Makes
actor.
sense.
And that's what
models don't like wrinkles.
No one likes wrinkles. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, I wasn't a fan of him, so I didn't really continue watching it. But I watched some of her old stuff like High Kick. I think she's season 2 or 3. There's like 3 seasons of High Kick. It's like a daily comedy sitcom kind of thing. That's where a lot of them started too. Like Lee Jun-suk's in that, Crystal's in that. But like different seasons. There's like 3 seasons, I think, and then there's like a bunch of them in whatever. Yoon Shi-yoon's in one of the seasons. They all start
somewhere, right? And usually
you know
it's
how
like
you know how like American actors start in soap operas.
Yeah,
that's kind of like what what
true,
it is,
eh?
Right? Yeah,
it's funny.
And then so I watched most of her stuff, but and like Nam Joo-hyuk, I love Nam Joo-hyuk. So he's like,
great.
I watch all his stuff too. And I mean,
he's a newer actor, right? Like he came out more recently.
He came out, I guess so. Like it's been at least 7. Like, because he was in school 2015, so that was 2015. I think he had a show before that, because after that was Kim Bok-joo. And then before that, I think he was a secondary character in a show that I really want to watch. I think it's called Surplus Mermaid or something like that. And he was a secondary character in that. Okay. I think that's where he started. Oh. There or one other show before that, but not. Yeah, he's technically like within a lot. I don't think he's had his 10-year debut yet.
Okay. Cool.
His 10-year anniversary yet? No.
Coolio.
Yeah, but he's young too. He's like 4 years younger than us.
Okay.
I think.
He's a baby.
Yeah, he's a little baby, but like he's like a sexy baby. Yeah, he's 4 years younger than you, 5 years younger than me. But like I like him because he grew up poor. Right, and he like really worked for it, and sorry, Surplus Princess, not Mermaid. Surplus, so that was where he started because there was a mermaid. Apparently, it's supposed to be good, so I wanted to watch it. So he grew up poor, and he talks about it. He's like, so points were like we didn't have enough to like all we could eat was bread, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, and like I feel you, bro. I feel you. Like I like that. There's a lot of actors that are just born into rich families and they become actors and they're just filthy rich to begin with.
It's
and
the
it's
whole
like,
Hollywoodness.
And
right?
so that's why I like he knows what it is to be broke. Mm-hmm. So it's really cool because he's really humble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you have music for us today?
I do. So what's poppin' today? What's poppin' in the hood, y'all? I'm gonna do this it's gonna be quick. Like I'm not gonna go into detail with these things. So I mean, like I can review the songs, but you should just listen to them for yourself. Like legit. Like these are songs that I put on my playlist all the time. The first song is Illusion by B.I.G. They're the ones that rap in Arabic.
Oh, right.
So listen to that in Arabic. They do a lot of Arabic covers too, like we've seen, and they're really good.
They do the weird Arabic though, right?
They do
the one that the guys said no.
As MSA,
yeah,
Modern Standard Arabic. I'm pretty sure it's like Modern Standard Arabic, and I think I'm 100% sure it's like more Gulf Arabic too, right? Like more of like Qatari, Dubai, ish kind of thing, because that's where like a lot of the fans are there. But their pronunciation is pretty good, and they do like whenever they go to interviews and stuff like that, they do their intros in Korean and then in Arabic as well, which is really cool.
It's always a different take on it, right? Going after all the Arab.
It is. It's smart too. It's like you have a fan base that are not just English speakers, right? Yeah. So why not target? You know what I mean? Because like they, for a long time before they started doing English, it was they would do their songs in Mandarin and they would do their songs in Japanese, right?
But now all those people know how to speak Korean, so like
as soon as they got on their way, they started learning Korean so that they can go see their oppas, right?
Yeah.
And then it was I think in the early 2000s, Shiny. I want to say Shiny, when Shiny came in, right around that time, so probably before them, but around them is where they really started picking up, trying to expose to English speaking internationals. And then you had Shiny and then Super Junior, and then you had 2PM, and 2PM kind of capitalized on that because they had English speakers in the name. So you had Taekyon, who was from Boston, and you had Nick Khan, who was from California. Yeah. You have
they have a lot.
Oh my God, there's two of them that were from the States.
Nice.
And then I think the rest of them were from Korea. I think. I'm trying to think. Nick K. I don't know where Nick K's from. Jun K is. I think he's Korean, but he speaks English because Nick Khan was saying that the first person he met when he got to Korea after being signed, it was Jun K, and he spoke to him in English. So there you go. That's half the friggin'.
So like when Koreans are in America or Canada, do they not speak, like their family, do they not speak Korean to them?
Yes.
But do they not speak Korean back?
It depends. Well, excuse me, madame here.
Okay, but that's different though. My parents for some reason didn't.
And you didn't speak.
For some reason, they didn't force it. I don't know.
Oh, so
they
that's
forced.
Teta
Teta forced more. So Teta is grandmother in Arabic. She forced more French than she did Arabic. But I don't know how to speak either or.
I was gonna say.
Sometimes I wonder how I even speak English. Anyway, is there another song?
So, what?
Is there another song, or is that it?
No, it's not it. So,
okay.
Why? Okay, apparently Nadia really wants to end this right now. Nadia wants to go.
I want a nice cum.
Oh, you're such a brat. That's all it is, huh? So, and then you have another one that's on my playlist. These are older songs, right?
Which is fine.
Which is fine because I didn't watch anything new this week. Not that I know of, because I did Ribbon last week.
You're a horrible K-pop fan. How ridiculous.
There was nothing that like in my face, right? Usually I put on Spotify or YouTube and it's like new, like Bam Bam. Like I didn't know he was coming out with like his thing until I saw Countdown to his premiere. I'm like, sick. So Loco, who's a rapper,
Yeah.
who's awesome.
Yeah.
I love Loco. He did a song with Baekhyun from EXO, Young.
Okay.
You know the song. I haven't played it often recently, but like it's on my playlist.
Most likely.
So it was like so SM Entertainment, they do like they call it SM Station, and they get like random artists from within the
And
agency,
just pair them up?
and they just pair them up, right?
That's
so
cool though. It keeps
yeah, and sometimes they'll do like so
keeps shit fresh is what I meant to say.
yeah, and sometimes they'll do stuff like Red Velvet's Joy did with not Joy, Wendy did with John Legend.
Oh yeah,
Written in the
the
Stars.
yeah.
It wasn't that great.
I liked it.
You didn't like it.
I didn't.
You didn't like it. It was all right. It could have been better. Anyways,
I think I thought. Wow.
she didn't like it.
I think I thought it was Ariana Grande.
No, she didn't like it.
Not that I don't like I like Ariana Grande, but like.
So SM, they do the SM stations. That's what, remember the song "Dream" by Suzy?
Yeah.
That's with Baekhyun. So that's SM. That was another
okay.
like
She doesn't do a lot of
station.
music anymore, huh?
No, she's concentrating on her acting. Like she even moved from JYP to another what do you call it? Another agency that to focus on her acting.
Oh.
She did like
That's unfortunate.
she did like not like a remake, but she did like a dance video to one of her old songs more recently. So it's like a 2020 version of her dance kind of thing.
Cute.
Which is all good. Like I'll love to see Suzy any day. So
Yeah.
the more Suzy, the better. Yeah. So Young. That's a really good song. You get Loco's a very like he's a rapper, but he's how do I melodic
A singer.
not like a singer rapper. There's he has so much. His raps are more sing-songy.
Okay.
So they like really flow with like the beat. They don't like a lot of rappers. Some rappers will stick to rapping on the drum kit, right? And they'll kind of go, and then they'll use like one of the background, obviously like the rhythms to kind of go with. But he kind of changes with the beat. Like he does what like Zico and Eminem does, and like you know what I mean, like all these like rappers that really know how to like flow properly.
Yeah.
Like he really like it's really fun. So when you have Baekhyun, who's an awesome fucking vocalist, because Loco actually wrote quite a few EXO songs.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So it was really cool to see them two together because you get it's awesome. It's fucking sick. And then the last one, an old school would be Exid, XID, EXID. I love you. I love you like la 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 la.
Oh,
Yeah, that one.
God, I just got a still.
Jesus. Oh fuck. I like them. They always make catchy friggin' songs. And Hani, which is their rapper, is sick. I love her.
You're funny. You love a lot of people, huh?
I love you the most, huh? Remember that. I break my back for you. I do everything I can in the world for you. Don't start making this about other people, huh? Anyways, that's it for today.
Love you.
Love you. We'll see you next week. Hopefully I won't procrastinate as much for next week's show because this week we're supposed to do a different show, but then I didn't do any
prep work.
Any prep work for it. I know.
Horrible podcast provider.
Excuse you?
Bye.
Bye.